technology. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Oh, sorry, I did not change the name. My bad. We'll get that changed. Do you know any way to get it changed? The uh the name of the stream on YouTube. There's probably a way to do it. Yo, Wet, what's up? What's up? And Red Cat just got his OG win on Fortnite. He's popping off, dude. Your prizes come on the 10th? Yeah, they should be coming around. Jeff Smokey, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. It's gonna be December giveaway winner selection. hmm Can I see your chat? I can see your chat. Happy New Year, man. Good to see you. What's up, guys? All right. Today, we're going to be announcing the winners of our December giveaway. We're going to be giving away some 2 terabyte SSDs. So these ones are the Hexabyte Emerald. They're up to 7,400 megabytes per second, super fast. Y'all aren't live on YouTube, by the way. No, we should be live on YouTube. We're getting some YouTube messages. Yeah, it says we're live. What have you guys been doing for the new year? You been eating good? Got anything planned? How do we enter for the December giveaway? Okay, so like on our Instagram at ram_technologies, there's a video. It's probably like our like 6th or 7th video back. What you have to do is you have to follow us on Instagram, like the video, and then in the video you have to comment SSD. Getting your first job, Mr. or Sir Weep? Nice, nice, nice. Got to get that paycheck. Alright, yeah, let me go ahead and pull up a few things. Hope you did that. You guys still have some time. We're gonna have a little bit of time before we go ahead and we start selecting winners. I'll give you a little peek right here. Let me see. So like we have a little bot right here that will gather all of the information. So it'll pull everyone and then we should be good to select. But we're gonna give like a little bit of time. So what you need to do is you need to go to our Instagram right here, ram_technologies. And then it's this video right here. It should have the thumbnail. It says, like this video, follow our Instagram, comment SSD, right? And if you do all of this on here, then you'll be in the prize pool to win an SSD. Also, if you see right here, let me find it. We also have this video, right? Where we're trying to hit some subscriber and follower goals on our other social medias. And if that gets up, we'll be giving away more SSDs. So we're going to give it a little bit of time. Let people come into the chat. you know, chill, talk, do all the usual stuff, and then we'll get to the selection process. So it won't be a super long stream today, guys, but let's have a little bit of fun. You could make a sentence with SSD, yeah. Like, you could say anything as long as it has the 3 letters SSD side by side in it somewhere in your comment. It's not too late. You can still enter. So yeah, just go to our Instagram, find this video, and follow the instructions. It's just like the video, follow our Instagram, comment SSD. It's that simple. And if you guys want to go ahead and hit all of the, we have our link tree right here. That'll like link you to our Twitch, our YouTube, our TikTok. Go follow those as well, because if we get some followers on there and we hit some of the goals, then we'll give away some more SSDs. May, this about to be lit. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people look forward to these giveaways. Also, another thing, we're going to be doing some live coverage of CES. And we're going to start with NVIDIA's announcement of what we're going to assume is the 50 series of graphics cards. So that's going to be on the 6th, but we're also going to be doing coverage on the 7th and the 8th live. Is there anything you guys are like excited for in particular to see at CES? I know a lot of people are looking forward to the graphics cards, but I also think they might be like a little bit pricey this time around. When will the draws start? We're probably going to be looking at about like 5:30, 5:40 PST. Definitely 50 series so you can snag a 4090 for cheaper. You know, here's something that was like crazy, right? Is that when the, like, you guys remember the paper launch of the 30 series? Is like when it launched, like it was like instantly sold out. Do you guys remember that? Because the thing that kind of happened there was a lot of people saw that and they were like, what, the 3070 is as fast as a 2080 Ti, and I've been buying 2080 Ti's for like $1,000, $1,200. It's like when that announcement came out, like on eBay, you could legitimately find 2080 Ti's like for like a week or two. Like the prices of 2080 Ti's like dumped from like $1,000 to like people were selling them for like 350, $400, right? And then when the 30 series launched, there's like no stock, so people couldn't buy anything. So then they're like, the only thing I can buy is 20 series. So they went back to try and buy 2080 Ti's, and 2080 Ti's were back up to like $1,000, $1,200, and like a bunch of people in that week just sold their 2080 Ti's off for like $350. It's kind of crazy. Would there be a point if I bought one considering I've got a good 3060? I mean, I guess it depends on your system and what you're looking to run. You think virtual gaming machines will be the thing? I don't know right now, because it depends on the latency you're getting. And like every millisecond counts if you're going to be doing it competitively. Although I guess competitive games, they don't require like that crazy of specs, you know, usually they try to optimize it as much as possible. I saw the Titan XP cards for $100 and 1080 Ti's, so maybe I'll get one of those. They're still really good cards. Like the 1080 Ti might be like literally the crown king of like best deal graphics cards that have come out in like the past 15 years. It's like one of those legendary cards along with like the 8800 GT. And if anyone in the chat just came along again, just so you guys have a reminder, go to our Instagram, ram_technologies. Find this video right here. And all you have to do is follow the instructions in the video. It says, like this video, follow Ram Technologies Instagram, and comment SSD on the video. And then you'll be entered for this giveaway of 2 terabyte SSDs. Yeah, no, they did spend a lot of time perfecting it. And I mean, like, to this day, it's still a great card. It runs a lot of games, like, super well. Uh, yeah, I mean, and when did that card come out? Was it 2017? Like, it was like March 2017 or something. And that's like 8 years ago. It's still relevant. I'm gonna go back to the list right here and make sure everything's good. What graphics card am I using? So in this system right here, I'm using an RTX 4080. What's the difference between a 5.0 M.2 slot and a 4.0? Looking at my motherboard specs right now. Okay, so here's the big thing, right? Is that 5.0 is gonna have double the bandwidth of 4.0. So like, while like 4.0 has like a theoretical maximum of like 8,000 megabytes per second, 5.0 has a theoretical maximum of 16,000 if on like X4. So like, really the big thing about PCI Express 5.0 is kind of going to be this. It's going to be your CPU only has a limited number of lanes. Like a lot of them are like 20 or 24. And your graphics card's probably going to be eating like 8 or 16 of those. So like, for example, if let's say you have like your CPU has 20 lanes and your graphics card is eating let's say 16, you've got 4 left. So then you put in an SSD and it eats up the other 4 lanes, so all 20 are taken up. And let's say you want to put in a second SSD. Well, now what's going to happen is both SSDs are going to be running at like half speed. But with 5.0, instead of putting it on 4x, you can put it on 2x, and it's going to be the same speed as like a Gem 4 drive, and so you don't have to lose speed. Like, it's just higher bandwidth. What's your take on adding a cooler to an NVMe storage? So I think that, you know, it's going to depend on the drive. There's a lot of drives that run really hot, and that's like actually going to be super important to run a cooler on your drive because that's your data, you know? And usually like the durability of your drive is going to go down if it's hot. That's just what happens. So, depending on the drive, you're going to want to run a heatsink on it for sure, especially if it's a 5.0. 5.0 runs really hot. These right here though are very energy efficient, and you could run these without a heatsink and you should be fine. But it will kind of depend on your system. Like if this thing is running like right under your graphics card, the heat from the graphics card could get really hot, so you might still want to run a heatsink. We'll see. Yeah, Gen 5 drives can get super hot. What are the specs on the 2TB SSDs that you're giving away? So this one right here, so the specs are, it's a Gen 4 drive. It has 7400 read, 6600 write, and this one is basically it's super energy efficient. So you're gonna have lower thermals, which means the durability is gonna be better. As well as if you throw this in a laptop, you're gonna have much more improved battery life because an SSD could actually, like, it goes into an idle state whenever it's in your laptop, and there's some that like they pull kind of a decent amount even when they're on idle. This thing, like, it just tiny sips whenever it's idle. So that's kind of the bonus of this. Yeah, 7400 is insane. Yeah, for a Gen 4 drive, that's really pulling. We are the manufacturer of the SSD. But we do have like in-house and outsourced processes. So like for example, the NAND on this SSD is manufactured by Kioxia, and it also runs on a TSMC 12 nanometer process for the controller. So do I need to worry about lanes when I'm upgrading or putting stuff in my PC? I have, okay, and a 47, but can fit 3. So it kind of depends. I think you should be fine if you run your 4070. If you run it on X8, then you should be fine if you put 3 drives in. How long did the process take to get your drives manufactured and all? So like the process took, it took a couple of months, and then after that, like well, like development, yeah, I'd say it was like about half a year, maybe a little more. And then after that, like manufacturing, once we got it more to scale, like we can get a batch out in about like 3 weeks. But it will kind of depend. I know when the chip shortage was going on, it's like yeah, like lead times were a lot longer. Where can I find it to run at X8? Usually you're gonna go to your BIOS to see that. It's gonna depend based on your motherboard. Motherboards have different BIOS, but you usually can set it in there. On a Gen 3. You know, that's the thing is that it would it's probably something that happens sometimes. I'm pretty sure I've given away these drives to that people are that are on Gen 3. I know there's a guy that I gave it away to him, and he hit me up and he was like, "Why is this only running at like 3,500 megabytes per second?" And I was like, "Well, do you have a Gen 4 system?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do have a Gen 4 system." And I was like, "Well, okay, well, send me your motherboard so I can look at it." And his top slot was Gen 4, but his bottom slot was Gen 3. And I told him that's kind of what you're dealing with. I'm like, is your top slot that has the Gen 4 drive in it, is it a Gen, or like the Gen 4 slot, is it a Gen 4 drive? And he's like, no, it's a Gen 3 drive. I'm like, swap them around. Something that was kind of interesting is there's a guy who he hit me up, and it was something that was like on my mind because I know it's doable, but I just never took the time to do it. But he was running an NVMe on a Gen 2 system. Like who who uses Gen 2 anymore? You know what I mean? Can I still join or no? Yeah, you can still join. So we haven't gone ahead and done the selection process. Once I click next, it's going to this bot is going to grab all of the entries. But what you need to do is you need to go to our Instagram at ram_technologies and find this video right here. When you find this video, it's going to have a set of steps. It's going to say like this video, follow Ram Technologies Instagram, and comment SSD in the comments of the video. So go ahead, go do that, and you will be entered in. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, I have a Discord right now. Not a Discord server. That's still being worked on right now. We're working on the Discord server. But if anything, like I've got company Discord, so if I need to contact anyone through that, I can do it. Do you know if the B450F motherboard can use a secondary M.2 slot with the GPU in the normal location? It should be able to. Yeah, that should be fine. 2.0 is still better than HDD. HDDs, I'm sorry, but other than like server HDDs that go in, well, servers, they kind of belong in a museum. Or like, I guess if you wanted to put like some data onto the drive that you're gonna hold for a long time and just like throw it in like a safe or something, then you can do that. But other than that, don't run them on your system or run programs off of them. It's so obsolete unless it's absolutely necessary. What are the size of the SSDs in this giveaway? They're going to be a 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes. What about hybrids? There's no... You don't really need to do hybrids really anymore. Hybrids, he's talking about there's SSD, HDD hybrids out there. That's more of a cost saving measure from like I feel like they were only relevant from like 2011 to like 2013. Just because back then SSDs were so ridiculously expensive that if you wanted to have the speed but didn't want to shell out like all of the money, then you could go with a hybrid. But hybrids don't really do much anymore for you. Like the cost difference is, you know, makes it not really that appealing. How many people are entered in this giveaway? I don't know. There's probably going to be somewhere around like maybe 6,000, 7,000. I'm not sure. With your SSD, what is the expected install time of Windows 11 and expected boot time of Windows 11? I'm not really sure about the install time. The boot time should be, if it's booting after the BIOS, roughly about 8.5 seconds. What's the link? Yeah, here. Give me just a second.
So I think it's up on the top 3 dots.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's copy the link. So, go ahead and I'll throw the link in.
Oh, he's in YouTube.
Oh, he's in YouTube. I see.
Oh, you got it.
Alright, guys. We're going to be announcing it here very soon. Are PCI Express expansion slots for multiple M.2 is a good idea? It depends on what you're trying to do. if you're trying to get like maximum speed, I would recommend that you're doing that on some sort of CPU that has a lot of PCI Express lanes. But if you're looking for like just throwing it into a RAID storage, then yeah, set it to like X4. Otherwise, you could set it to X16. How much do the 2TB SSDs cost on the website? Right now, they're going for $160 US, but we do plan to lower the price here soon. Does faster storage enhance gaming experiences? Yeah, there are definitely areas where it can enhance gaming experience. To give you a bit of an idea, though, it's gonna depend, simply because there are diminishing effects to some points. But like, for example, I had a friend who, this was like a year ago, they were playing Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, and I was playing with him for a little bit. And I know that I always dogged on him for it, because like, he was just really bad at like managing his storage. Like he almost didn't even know like what SSDs he had in his computer. And he had his Tarkov running off of a Samsung 860 QVO, which is like, it's pretty slow for even like a SATA SSD. And he was just, I could see on my end his performance of just like jittering back and forth, and he's like, why is my frame rate so bad, and like my game is running so terribly, right? And I'm like, okay, we're gonna fix this, because you definitely have to have something better than a QVO. And I looked, and he actually did have a Gen 3 drive in his system, so I helped him with getting it installed onto his Gen 3 drive, and instantly, like, he was jumping from like literally 40 FPS to like 65. Is 4 sticks of RAM a bad idea? I think on it's not nearly as stable on DDR5. So like, for example, DDR5, I've been running 2 sticks of RAM because the stability is just kind of and you can have crashes. Midnight Angel, hello. All right, let's see here. What in tarnation? Better late than never. Yeah, Algunovex, how are you liking you got an Ether Nano, I believe. How are you liking it? You got to get back to work soon? Okay, Messi or Ronaldo? Oh, here we go. Messi or Ronaldo? You know, I might get hit hard for this, right? But the only sport I really watch is basketball. But if I had to say, I lean kind of Ronaldo. Kobe or LeBron then? Okay. You know, here's the thing is that I like Kobe better, but LeBron's just a better player. And LeBron or Jordan? Jordan. Because I think that Kobe, he has the best mindset. Well, I'll say he has the strictest, most disciplined mindset. Maybe second to Jordan. Orange or yellow? Orange. Yeah, I just got it. It's got to be the most indestructible object I've ever had. Yeah, that's right. These USB SSDs, they are quite literally indestructible. Yeah, I don't know if I ever... some of you guys might not know, right? But like I used to mine a bunch of like altcoins. I mine Bitcoin, I mine some altcoins, and there was one time where this was like when I was back in high school. And there's a time where I was mining a bunch of Dogecoin, and this was like days after like the Genesis block. Like Dogecoin like came out on like December like 6th or something. I still have it like on like the mining or the wallet on my old hard drive, and it literally says it was like created like December 12th or something like that, 2023. It was like literally only a few days after Dogecoin became a thing, and I mined a bunch of Dogecoin on there. And then I was gonna switch, like I had it run overnight, and then like right before school I switched it to something else, and then I put the wallet on a USB drive, and I didn't have time to store it away. I think I had some like school projects as well that like I had on my drive that like I was gonna use that day. So I just took the Dogecoin wallet with me to school, and then afterwards I went to my friend's house, and then when I was leaving, I don't know how, but it slipped out of my pocket. And then I guess that morning my friend's mom like backed out of her driveway and like ran it over, and now like all that Dogecoin is lost. But if I had this, that would not have happened. Call of Duty or Battlefield? I mean, to be honest, I would play more Call of Duty. Call of Duty. How much money was it worth? I would not be surprised if it was hundreds of thousands of dollars, to be honest. I would not be surprised if it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. If it was $1 million, it could have been 5 million. I don't know. I had a really good setup. Like, I had a super strong setup for the time. Like, it was like the optimal setup. Like, I had a bunch of you know, high-end Radeon HD graphics cards like in Crossfire, just going at it. And keep in mind, this is literally in the first few days, because so it's like, imagine like back then, like 2009, if you were mining Bitcoin off of a laptop, people had thousands of Bitcoins by doing that, literally mining it off of a laptop. Yeah, I know. That's kind of my problem, right? Like in the late 90s, I honestly should have been buying real estate rather than like playing with Hot Wheels toys. Wow, you ran a Radeon HD card until like 2023. Which card was it? Windows stop. Microsoft stopped supporting Windows 10. Switch to Linux. I have some systems that run it, just not on this. There's a 6800. You were running a 6800 till 2023. I mean, like, I could have maybe understood it if it was like a 7950 or something. A 6800. You must have been in desperate times. Tough times for real. Yeah. No, if you're running a 6800 up till 2023, like, things must have been rough. I used to run with a 1060. 1060 still can be done. I think it's still one of the more popular graphics cards on like the Steam charts. Okay, so let's see here. We're getting down to we're getting to 40 minutes into the stream, so we're gonna be selecting here soon. While a guy with a 2050 laptop thinks he's in a worse situation. Well, if it's a 2015 and it is in a laptop, was yours in a laptop or was it like a full card? They're like $80 now. Yeah, super cheap. Absolutely worth it. Probably runs like literally 4 times faster than your 6800. How will winners be notified other than this live stream? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna like take this live stream. I'm gonna clip it up, edit it. I'm gonna throw it onto Instagram, and I'm going to be like tagging them in it. They'll be notified that way. If you don't get a DM, you didn't win. I mean, like, pretty much. Do we just message you after? Yeah. Just message me after. Or I'll probably end up messaging you. Did you hit any of your goals for your channel? Unfortunately, we did not hit any goals for our channel. But that's okay. We'll get along to it. But if you guys want to make it happen in the next 3 minutes, then go ahead. Alright, so let's take a look here. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start pulling all of the results for our giveaway. So let's go ahead and start doing that. It could take a little while, but it shouldn't be that bad. We still got many years to achieve this goal. Yeah, we do. Right now, best editing software. Well, I'm not like really like that crazy about editing. Like, I'm not a crazy editor or anything, so like I think it's gonna be preference. Right now, my editor likes to use Sony Vegas. But I can see like a lot of people, they're into like Avid or any others, Premiere Pro. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get this started. So we're gonna click next. It's gonna take a while to pull all the data, and it's gonna go. So let's go. So like, yeah, it is a neat website, isn't it? One of the things is that there's a lot of people, because like I'll comment like in there, yo, Shuttle Lamp, what's up? I'll comment like to people who comment SSD in the video, like, you're now entered, good luck, right? And there's just so many comments that I can't get to everyone, right? I can't get to everyone. So then some people are like, you didn't comment on my comment, so I didn't get entered. And I'm like, no, don't worry. Like, even if I didn't comment on your comment, then you're gonna be entered. Like, but a lot of people think they don't get entered because I didn't respond to their comment. But this is how we do it. So yeah, pretty much no matter what, as long as you follow the steps, you're gonna be in there. Lolcats, what's up? What's up? We got to get you into another Overwatch 1v1 so you can win an SSD. Does it count if someone comments multiple times? No, I've got it set so that pretty much like duplicates, they don't count. Yo, Becca, what's up? What's up? Lolcats is ready to murk, and everyone, let that be on the record. I'm gonna upgrade my CPU by 80K if I should go with AMD or Intel. Well, it depends what you're planning to do. If you're planning to do like editing and other things like that, then you might want to go Intel, because like acceleration with their integrated GPU can be like a lifesaver. But then again, like they have kind of had stability issues and like microcode issues. So it kind of depends. If you're doing gaming, then I would say definitely go with like AMD. Like their X3Ds, just they're way too good to pass up. Fortnite Squid Games is something I want to try. Huh. I know they're making all sorts of crazy stuff for like Fortnite. Like those games get like, you can make anything in it, right? You're right. Good luck on the Fortnite grind. Yeah, best of luck. What's it called? We might do a Fortnite stream like sometime later this week. We'll see. I'm considering it. Maybe we'll do it on Friday. I don't know. Will you guys give away a PC one day? Yeah, we'll probably give away a PC one day. I think I'm gonna switch. Yeah. There's socket changes, and like it's like the best time to do it because like AM5 is still new, and it's probably gonna run till like, you never know. AM4 ran so long. When was it? Like 2017, and I think they still made some processors for it in 2024. That's like 7 years. Like maybe AM5 is gonna run like, shoot, I don't know, 2030, 2031. Too much money for their wavering quality. I feel that. Yeah. You guys run Intel? Yeah, no, I mean like, what's it called? Mine's been running pretty well. Like I've got a 14900K. Not really any issues. But AMD is definitely the best bang for buck. Drewby Scoo, what's up? You got a 7700X with 4070 Ti, low-key bottlenecks GPU. What AM5 should I upgrade to? I feel like you've already got a really good CPU for it, but if you're gonna do an upgrade, probably like the 7800X 3D. And then like sell your 7700X for what you can. David Edwards, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Alright, it's going. It's still at 34%. And it's going to take a while. Like, this will probably take another, I don't know, 15 or so. What gaming monitor are you running with? Okay, so like here's the thing. I love my monitor and I hate it at the same time, right? I love it because for some games it looks amazing, right? Because what I have is it's a super ultra wide, right now I have it like condensed to 16 by 9, but like it's really all the way out here, right? Um, I'm just running it on uh here, let me show you on display settings. So right here, right, this is the monitor setup that I'm running, right? And if you see right here for this one, I can run it all the way to 5120 by 1440 and it runs at 240 hertz. It's curved. Yeah, it's curved. So like it's good for running some games, like because it just looks so good, right? Like if you're gonna talk like Escape from Tarkov, like I was saying before, looks so good, right? Uh One of the issues is that like for streaming, it's not really friendly for if you have a second monitor, I've got to look all the way over here, right, and break my neck. Um, and then of course, you know, it's only 240 hertz. I mean, like 240 hertz. Don't get me wrong, it's still really good, but you know they've got like 540 and stuff, and I'm really interested in trying it. Is it worth it to buy a 4K monitor if your setup can't run 4K games? No, 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 definitely not worth it. And honestly, I would say like depending on how you're gonna run it, there's 1440p really is the sweet spot. Now I've run 1440p for like, because I've ran 1080p, I've run 1440p. I've ran 1440p since like 2012. And I've run 1080p afterwards as well. It's just it's so much better if it's 1440p. Dual 4K is a waste? Yeah, most likely. What's some of the pros and cons of having a curved monitor versus non-curved? I'll tell you a little bit of a con is that you get used to the curve. So if you go to like a regular monitor, right? Like a monitor that's just flat, right? I kid you not, that like it looks trippy because it literally feels like the monitor is bulging out towards you, right? Like it's just so weird. Does the edges warp? I mean, like they get a little bit like stretched in game because of your field of vision, but it's not like terrible. Is it worth to get a 1440p OLED versus if you can get an OLED? I would say get an OLED. (1440p 360 hertz). Yeah, that would be good. I'd like that. Yeah, OLED on top, to be honest. Like, it's the best that you can get, for sure. And, like, you'll have, like, the least amount of ghosting and everything like that. If you're playing, like, fast games, that ghosting, like, can really confuse your eyes. But, here we go, guys. We've got it. It says it found 7,003 participants. Now, it's going to be pretty crazy if one of you is in chat. The fated moment. Yeah, the fated moment. So, yeah. Alright, guys. It's time to see who wins the giveaway. So, let's get a drum roll. And let's see who wins. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Draw. Alright, so let's see. These, so here are the three winners. Congratulations on your new 2TB SSD. We'll be DMing you here shortly. And what do you guys want to see on the next giveaway? So here we go, huge winners right here. If any of you are in the chat, congratulations, you won. V-Bucks? V-Bucks. 5090? Well, 5090 is like, might be like impossible to get in the beginning. I feel like I'm gonna have to hit up some people that will probably get them. Probably a company that sells PCs. They'll probably get their hands on some. No, it should have been me. I know, I know. What do you guys think? Would if it was a 5080, you think that would be huge? A 2000 terabyte NVMe. Yeah, you'll probably have to wait till like, I don't know, 2050 for that one. So anything would help. I feel that. Fastest giveaway speedrun. Do you have any coupon codes to buy your SSD? Currently, right now, we do not, but keep an eye out here soon. Keep an eye out here soon because we're gonna be doing a price drop. Is it supposed to be comparable to a 4090? I'm not completely sure. You know, we can assume, but everything's just been leaks. It just hasn't been like confirmed. Until we hear it come out of Jensen's mouth on the 6th, we don't know. It's at CES. Yeah, it's at CES. But I mean, like, there's been, it happens kind of often where like they launch and then after it's launched, it's like they're not really in stock. So like, we'll see. Give away a Radeon 7900. You know what? That would not be bad. Honestly, like, I think AMD's kind of slept on. You're talking like they got some high performance graphics cards that are like comparable to the 4080, and the price is actually really good. The fact none of the winners are in the chat. Yeah, I know. So sad. Do you still believe the whole AMD thing about their drivers being bad? Their drivers I don't think are bad per se. They're just working on it. It is going to take a little bit of time to optimize them more. I think like Nvidia's just had a bit of a head start with that. Also Nvidia is also literally the richest company in the world, so they can really push that fast. But I mean, for a long time, it was like Nvidia just didn't support their drivers nearly as long as AMD did. And so like Nvidia would release, like, for example, the 600 series versus the AMD 7000 series. Like the 600 series was better than the 7000 series, but over time, like, Nvidia like neglected it while AMD kept it up. And then if you were to buy like a 7970 these days versus like a 680, like the 7970 is going to be better because the drivers are just that much more mature, cheaper, and runs everything about the same. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like there are pros and cons to each one, but yeah, the price value for AMD is just insane. All right, so let's see here. We're coming up on the top of the hour. What do you guys would want to be if I was gonna do a gaming stream? I think the next one's gonna be Fortnite, but other than that, what would you guys like to see? Like, what games? I'm kind of curious. You want Overwatch 2? We just did Overwatch 2, but you know, we can run it back. GTA 6? Yeah, let me just go hit up Rockstar Games real quick and get an early copy. Nice. Warhammer Delta Force. I'm still curious about Delta Force. I have not seen much gameplay about it. Helldivers 2. Okay, yeah, you know what? Here's one of the crazy things. I still have not played Helldivers 2, and like it kind of feels like a sin to say that right now. Yo, Jimmy, were you here for our giveaway stream back on like December 22nd? Jimmy, yo. You were not. Okay, so basically what we were doing was we were having, in case you didn't know, we were having viewers 1v1 each other. And whoever won would win a 1 terabyte version of this drive. And then they would come to a choice. They could either 1v1 me and win and get a 2 terabyte SSD, or if they lost, they would go home with nothing. They'd lose their drive that they won. So maybe we'll run something back again like that. I don't know. Or maybe we'll do it with, like, you know, another popular streamer. NVIDIA or AMD? Tough to say. I think I lean kind of more NVIDIA. You're not that good? What do you play? Like, which characters? Does Crimson Desert release soon? I honestly don't know. I don't know what game that is. You just started gaming. I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, you know, the next time I'm running Overwatch 2 and you're in the chat, don't be shy. I play with viewers, so. Let's see here. All right, so let's see. For a gaming PC, you could just buy like a used server. Kind of depends. Server processors might not be the greatest for gaming. Typically because while they have a lot of cores, they have low clocks. Overwatch or Marvel Rivals? Or a similar game. I think right now I prefer Marvel Rivals. I'm not sure. Is Fortnite similar? I mean, no. Fortnite's a very different game. Ray Shoko says no. What are you saying no about, bro? Is Overwatch your favorite game? Yeah, Marvel Rivals is definitely more like Overwatch. The shark, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff can kind of be annoying. Like, I hate whenever I get him to 1 HP and then he just dives under and then just starts, like, strafing everywhere and gets away. My old system was an FX 6100 with 16 gigs of RAM. That's a good upgrade. Yeah, no, that's a good upgrade. Yeah, building is in Fortnite. I'm curious, for Fortnite, do you guys do build or do you zero build? What kind of building? It's so hard to describe. It's you just got to look up a video about it because it's kind of hard to describe. Ever since they changed the movement, I saw they were doing like yeah, like there's like mantling now and there's like this sprint and there's also like there's like a sliding feature as well, I think. Yeah, yeah. They added wall running to it? That sounds weird. I don't know how that would work. Is it kind of like wall climbing in Overwatch with like Genji? They introduce simple edit. Is simple edit... Is it like... I haven't tried it before. I don't know. I haven't really played the game much since like 2019. Ever since the movement thingy? Yeah, no, I can understand. I feel like a lot of people are actually kind of upset about the movement in like Fortnite. And what it kind of reminds me of is like the movement for Halo, like Halo 1, 2, and 3, there was like no sprint or like no like these different like armor abilities and stuff like that. And when that came out, like a lot of people were upset because it like really changed the formula that made Halo Halo. Now I know like Reach was still like a very like massively popular game, but I think that the additions that they did to like Halo 4 really killed it for a lot of people. You place your crosshairs on where the edit you want is and then automatically goes into the edit you want. That sounds really weird. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to fire it up and look. Is it like an option you can toggle on and off? I know there's probably a lot of people that are gonna say like they're like enthusiasts and they're gonna say that it takes the skill out of the game, and I don't know, might be true. Like the I don't know, that just sounds so weird to me. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna close up shop. It's been a lot of fun. We got ahead. We got our winners for December, and look around for some more giveaways in January. Have a good night. Have a good night. And Sioric, have a good night. And Happy New Year's, guys.